CSBET.GG guarantees to show the actual drop rate with precision to the hundreds. Find the best skins only in cases at CSBET.GG.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, or welcome back to the GG.BET Sydney Invitational. We've got the second semi-final of the day, and it's the second map of the second semi-final. It's Heroic taking on ex-3DMAX on Inferno. We just seen a relatively one-sided affair on Nuke. It did start to come back there towards the end for ex-3DMAX, but ultimately Heroic looked in control. But we find ourselves on the pick of the mostly French team, and that's where things might get turned around.
Well, it may indeed, but starting out on the T side is not where I wanted to see ex-3DMAX begin this journey. I like their CT side a lot. We're not going to see as many auto shotgun plays. And indeed, I feel like if Heroic got a good foothold on this game early on, it could just be a downward spiral, a snowball in the series. As the majority French team already one map behind coming onto their favorite of Inferno. Let's see what they're going to be able to pull out as the T-side round of the Pistola. Use them with a couple nades towards Banana. Smoke some flashbangs to be deployed soon as the B-bomb site is under severe threat.
Yeah, but look at the B-bomb site. They've got the reinforcements there ready to take it. They've got 4 players positioned on the B-bomb site for the CT side. BlameF towards the back of the site will line up 2. ex-3DMAX actually was the one that stole away the kills, and Freiburg comes in as well. An easy cleanup for Heroic. A great stack towards the B-bomb site. They initially put 4 players there at the start, and they just hold it perfectly as ex-3DMAX commit into the bomb.
And you know, that can be a really difficult position to recover from if on the T side of any map, if it feels like the other team has a read of how you're playing in the first couple of rounds, that's where players start to really just struggle to come up with anything new. You get locked into this kind of, you try 2, 3 different strategies, they get a read on it. Every time you feel like you're trying to peek an angle or whatever, they've got you figured out. They're talking to some of the players, specifically in Meisterschaft. That's where they've said that, oh no, what are the Molotovs? Something you want to see. You want straight through a double Molotov, you're gone. But that's where, like, so in Meisterschaft, it's a really interesting thing where you've got the German scene, there's obviously the big teams like Sprout, and then you've got some of the lower teams that are coming in, and they're looking against them, specifically Sprout. They're the team I've had the most experience with in that league, saying that they feel like they're being counter-stratted, or, like, you know, the lower teams are obviously going to look up to the bigger ones, look at their demos, and figure out how they play. And it can be really hard if they've got a read on you as an individual to reinvent how you're playing a map and then still do well, even though you are the better team on paper.
Yeah, well, getting right into this one, it's a buy coming in from ex-3DMAX as they try and start things off. It's a kill onto Mertz as they charge up middle. They're looking for some more action. Although Heroic are giving them action, stabbing a kill. Coming through is Jinx with a double though, and that leaves BlameF and ex-3DMAX. And a 2v4. ex-3DMAX look to have picked up this one, but ex-3DMAX is charging on in. He won't get the kill. It'll actually be BlameF alone in a 1v4.
A good start for 3DMAX, the ex-3DMAX team. They're coming into this, you don't imagine BlameF will walk away with too much more now that he's low HP on 15. Backing off towards the CT spawn, but hold on. Look at the flank coming through. David P is on his way. He's going to catch him off guard, jumping around those knife outs. Taken down. No weapon saved over for Heroic, who have to delve all the way into the bank supplies.
Yeah.
They're going to cash in their bonds and see what they can find. It's going to be a full buy with M4s, except for ex-3DMAX, who decides Mag 7's the way forward.
But that is actually a very good way forward on a map like Inferno. There's definitely ways you can play that Mag 7. Obviously, it being reduced in price allows him to get extra utility in play. And it's definitely a viable weapon on Inferno. It'll be interesting to see where he decides to go. Generally, you'll play it in towards the half wall, but it seems like getting blocked early at the start, he might decide to play a bit more passive alongside his teammates on the bomb site. But a great stack towards lower Banana results in a kill early for Heroic as they take away Logan. The Maka He's just gone balls to the wall right through a smoke towards top middle. It's sitting in boiler currently. Although, even if they decide to walk in towards the A bomb site, it's a good hold here for Heroic. They've currently got 2 players on the site and Mert's a little bit further on up towards Library. So things are going to be difficult if they walk in towards A. And they also have to remember the bombs towards T spawn and they've just lost banana control.
Yeah, they're so reliant on David P picking up that bomb on the rotation over towards A that it's going to really slow down the push.
Yeah, this is
problem.
Blue.
This is, I mean, a minute left on the clock. At least they've got time. That's the upside. But as the push comes towards the A bomb site, 50 seconds left on the clock. Utility isn't amazing. They've only got the 1 smoke. And the positions are held down already for Heroic. ex-3DMAX is going to come in through primarily short. There's going to be 3 players to deal with. Mert's already dodging that smoke, pushes up close to support his teammates. And I think this could be a massacre with 3 players here. They're not going to expect Mertz to be in that position, but he just gets flicked on, styled on. A nade over, not going to deal anything. Jinx lands it, but the bomb's dropped. And it's all onto Hadji. Stavin hiding out in the pit. He's going to be taken out after only 1. What's happened?
BlameF is into the 1 versus 1, and Hadji's going to have to try and recover that bomb. They'll look towards Library. BlameF is charging on in. Bullet whizzes past his head. 9 seconds left to try and plant. BlameF is just going to commit into the site. What is he doing? There's no need to do that. Just goes for the kill. He could have very easily just played the time there. But BlameF, that's a little bit of a questionable one, I'm going to say. ex-3DMAX end up winning the round, and that came out of nowhere. So much pressure on that round. It's chaos.
Absolute chaos. I mean, Heroic had so many opportunities there. ex-3DMAX just waltzed all over them. Some insane individuality coming out there. Fights that they had no business winning. ex-3DMAX just hitting their flicks, hitting their shots, and winning out those aim duels. 2-2 now on the board. Heroic are forced over to pistols. And that gives ex-3DMAX a way into this straight away. And you remember, things started to amp up on Nuke towards the end. That's where they really got the momentum going. Now carrying through to Inferno, perhaps. That's not too good for Heroic. You know, we said that one of the things we want from the CT side is to see them coming out with a strong performance early on, start to lock ex-3DMAX out of it so that when they swap over to their CT side, ex-3DMAX won't have as much confidence, perhaps, or they'll feel a little bit beaten down already behind in the series. But that form of mental advantage is starting to slip out of their grasp. Although slipping out of their grasp is going to be a rifle as Logan gets dropped early on. They go back to try and retrieve it. David P is isolated. He's going to be rushed down by pistols as well.
Oh my god. David P with the ace. They just run in towards him. The third-person perspective ace is definitely beautiful to watch as they just line up and he knocks them all down. Perfect plays there from David P. And will be Heroic finally getting another buy-in. And again, there is a weakness on Estetig. He is the man having to pick up the UMP, sacrificing it for the utility. And BlameF going for FAMAS to get more utility as well. Inferno is a map that's pretty dependent on utility battles early into each and every round. So it's good to have as much utility as you possibly can have. And there they go, stacking nades towards bottom of banana. They've been successful in finding kills off of those grenades, but this time it's going to be a push up towards middle from ex-3DMAX as they charge on in. Mertz, he's going to be sitting here with the M4. They're not going to check him. He gets 2. He looks for a little bit more, but the chaos coming through. David P finally drops him, but that's a 2 for 1.
A 2 for 1 is just perfect right now because they've trapped ex-3DMAX in towards long and short. They can't really get any progress. They've used up a lot of their utility and gained no map control for it, and only lost a man in the process. Man advantage over to the CT side. Passive hold. Flash towards long confirms there's no players pushed up there. BlameF just going to be cautious of the push through CT. Make sure that his B player can't be flanked, but the push is coming in towards the bomb site where Freiberg and Stavin are going to be tested with these M4s in a matter of seconds. Creeping up towards apartments. ex-3DMAX managed to pull this situation out of nowhere before and walk ahead with it. And still spotting a player towards top middle, but 40 seconds left with 3 players. It means it is going to be an A push. They know that Freiberg flash isn't able to do much. That nade should connect a kill. Maybe not. Any damage?
Oh, BlameF comes in with a headshot. Advantage with Heroic, but not for long. David P bails them out once more, and Hadji is there for a kill. It's on Estetig, who'll pick up the AK-47 of his fallen teammate, and they're both low here. David P on the default spots Estetig, so we can call that over to his teammate. And ex-3DMAX is kind of locked in here. That Molotov not quite reaching its intended mark of Hadji. And so ex-3DMAX will start to move his way in. Sitting there, Hadji waiting. ex-3DMAX will toss a grenade on over to flashbang. It works to effect, but Hadji's just playing this perfectly, just hiding behind the pillar. He will take the kill. ex-3DMAX had no chance coming back into that site. It's another round win for ex-3DMAX, and even though the rounds are coming close, Heroic just aren't winning them.
Well, the thing is there, Stavin had a really awkward fight, a full magazine wasted, then over to a USP, I think about 6 bullets fired before he was eventually eliminated in the open. It was a very awkward one. I mean, if he even found one more kill in that situation, the bomb wouldn't have been able to be planted. And on an A-hold like that, when you've got 2 players there and a man advantage and neither of those players end up walking away with a kill, it's not ideal. Blame F. Comes straight in towards Banana, jumps up on top of ex-3DMAX's head and takes the head clean off of Maka. Man advantage early on for a weak-fought CT side. It's certainly going to help them out, but yet to close out any of the rounds after the first 2. And with only ex-3DMAX towards B all by himself, about to be rushed down. He's only got a Deagle, no armor to work with. It's unlikely that this one goes towards them unless something miraculous happens with the Deagles, and that may just be the case. The bomb dropped. 2 players left alive. Bottom mid control in the hands of the CTs. Even with those kills going down, Freiberg's creeping down. He's got an AK within his grasp. Oh, he's got a smoke out. He throws it at the wrong time, but David P still gets dropped. Not able to react in time. Jinx is trapped. Bomb down in the open. All the angles to worry about and not a lot of time.
Well, bomb picked out for Jinx. The problem is he's kind of forced into one area of the map and he's been shafted up towards B. He will go for it, and there's the first kill. Jinx picks up Stavin. It's for a little bit more action as well. The Molotov goes towards CT. Limef is at Ruins, coming in from behind is Freiberg on Banana. He'll get it planted and now has a very difficult scenario. That's a good smoke with it actually, because if he wants he could cross over towards the back of the bomb site, and that's exactly where he'll have most success. So this is where Jinx goes, towards the back of the site. BliMF coming towards CT. What a shot from BliMF. A whiff from Jinx, yes, but BliMF very quick on the reaction. It will be the defuse coming through, and Heroic will hit 3.
Still, I mean, ex-3DMAX building up a lot of rounds. They've got the bomb plant and the economy now to get things done. The responsibility is on Heroic. But after that round, I mean, it's not one that we expected to see too much from them. The scout pick, the Deagles, everything worked out for them. So perhaps this is the road to recovery. The road back to the Heroic side that we saw over on Nuke. Closing it out 16-9, but it was really their T side that shone through. So perhaps that's going to be the most interesting half. The one upcoming, where ex-3DMAX and Heroic both on their stronger sides, by the looks of things. But for now, it's about who can clock up the better score to set themselves up in the best position for the next half. BliMF up close on Banana. Has got an AK-47, but if he swings on this, he's going to find 3, 4, 5 or terrorists on the other side, and he lands a double, even though he was basically flashbanged.
We have 2 players sitting inside of Banana. 1 on the CT side is pretty close towards the T's. Although, engagement not coming through just yet. Advantage siding with Heroic. Just a minute left for ex-3DMAX to try and find a solution to the problem. Got 2 smokes left and 1 flashbang. The options are there. But as they let the time tick down further, it's at an optimal time right now, but in a few seconds they'll be very pressured, and that's a great kill from Maka. There's no one else in the A bomb site. Rotation's going to have to come in quickly here for the CTs. The bomb is up towards the apartments, and Stavin's arrived. Smoke for long, but he doesn't care. He's playing in front of it. Maka yet to commit through, waiting on his teammate Jinx to split, as you have a player in the middle as well. Stavin really has to be the linchpin of this defense for Heroic as he hops to the balcony. Stavin, here's the player on the right and the left, knows this one inside of the pit, able to pick up Jinx, and now 1 more player inside of that pit to find. Also, here's Logan charging through the balcony, and he does it alone. Stavin with 3 kills holds the A bomb site, and that's Heroic picking up 4.
At last, starting to connect the rounds consecutively. And this should be another as ex-3DMAX push themselves over to a pretty poor buy. Should be Glocks for the most part. Haji takes himself a Deagle and a P250 on David P. Even armor for Haji. Buying right down to the wire. A smoke comes out as well. But Heroic are looking very good. They've got a lot of money in play. Full rifles, full utility. And when util being such an important part of this map. Hold on, look at Stavin. He goes down aggressive towards middle. That was an interesting setup at the start. Obviously the Molotov towards the bottom. And despite the fact that they were at the bottom of middle, despite the fact that they were up against a pretty weak buy, they still wanted to go for the aggression towards second mid, which can be very risky. You got two players that are very exposed to an apps push, an apps and a second mid split. But nothing comes of it. 3DMAX or ex-3DMAX slow things down. Play for the long game. They're looking for picks. They're looking for aggression. It's unlikely to come through any further as Heroic obviously know what they're up against.
Yeah, Heroic have no need to go for those picks, you know, to play aggressive or proactively because they can just use the range advantage that they have up against the unarmored, low investment of ex-3DMAX. Going to be grouping up towards A, and it seems they're just going to go with strength in numbers towards the A bomb side to see if they can find anything. Mertz is one player that could be put under pressure by the pistols as he is the AWPer, but he will get one and he is overwhelmed by Haji, and that's a good kill coming through. Although BlameF answers right back, but David P has been spotted in the library. No time for him to chill and read the book. There's got to be a push in towards the A site as Freiburg lines them up with two. The all comes in for a triple kill. Freiburg, a good hold on the A bomb site up against the low buy of ex-3DMAX. And it's going to be a 5-4 scoreline. Mostly of the 3DMAX players will be picking up their AK-47s immediately after being on the Glocks for so long. They'll want to get those good old rifles into play once more. Utility isn't perfect, but there's plenty to get something done. Molotov's definitely one of the most important assets of a T side here on Inferno.
Molly again goes towards the bottom of middle, stopping any quick pushes from coming on through, and allowing a little bit of banana control to slip into the hands of the CTs. Dropping their util, they don't deal too much damage. I think they were hoping for a lot more onto Logan. Stuck on the tree and somehow only took 14 damage. Push towards the top of middle, but look at Heroic. They've already got the rotations in. 4 players on this bomb site to hold down as ex-3DMAX make the push happen, and expending a lot of utility. They haven't yet gone for the peaks or found any jewels.
Well, they're just waiting over towards the A bomb site. I've got players all over that side of the map, and it will be Freiburg and Stavin picking up kills between them. ex-3DMAX lining them up as well. Stavin is the man to get most of the kills, and we did have some time watching Mertz over towards top banana. He was just we're just showcasing how peaceful it was, and how sort of there was juxtaposition across the table for Heroic, and over towards A it was bullets galore. 6-4, and there's a 2-round disparity between the two teams. And ex-3DMAX are going to go with a bit of a half buy here. Kevlar being picked up on David P, Logan and Jinx. The majority of them upgrading their pistols where possible. And Heroic are going to keep their full buy. Nice mixture of rifles and an AWP there alongside the AUG of BlameF. So early damage done though. Stavin dropped to 30.
Very early aggression. What you expect to see with the pistols. They're coming towards... Oh god, towards Freiburg, who takes down 2 of them. They're trying to split B, trying to get the control along. Now the bomb's all alone. Mac is completely isolated. He goes back down middle to try and regroup with his friends that are walking on up banana. ex-3DMAX has something to say to them, and it's get the hell off my lawn. As he takes them down just outside of B, Maka on 40 HP is left completely isolated. Everybody that he loved has been killed in front of him. And he's angry. Takes ex-3DMAX and might even get a bomb planted at the back of this.
Yeah, why is this a target angry American man or old man on the ranch?
Why not? ex-3DMAX just, you know, it's a name that inspires me to think of him as an old American man waving a newspaper at some kids playing football. Doesn't it ring true the same for you, no?
No, it doesn't slip into my mind, I'm afraid. Well, Mac is going to get that bomb planted on the coffins. 1v4 is here. It's highly unlikely, but we'll see if he can get it done. It's the headshot from BlameF immediately finding Maka, and it will be 7 here for Heroic, and I can't help but feeling Heroic are starting to grasp control of this game. They've definitely started looking better across these runs, and you have to remember as well, Mitch, even the rounds that ex-3DMAX were able to pick up, it was down to clutch scenarios as well. Close round wins that could have went either way, and so this could easily be a massively one-sided scoreline for Heroic, and I think ex-3DMAX realised that as well, so a T-side timeout coming through.
Yeah, time to take a pause, think about what you want to do. David P doesn't need to think. He doesn't need time. He jumps in. Takes himself the AK-47. Not seen any auto shotties just yet. And for the rest of the team, I think at this point, you know, up against Heroic, they know that there's a buffer of economy there. They're not going to find an easy set of rounds after just 1 or 2 wins. And so it's about developing a game plan at this point, figuring out where the weaknesses are in the CT side, and making sure that you execute them properly. 4 rounds on the board isn't bad at this stage, but it is about time that we start seeing a couple more build up. With the buy round coming through now, no better time for it to begin.
Well, 2 players already up there for the ex-3DMAX towards Banana. 2 on the other end of the half wall. Logan's walked in for 2 kills. That's perfect. They don't expect him to go beyond the Molotov, and indeed that's exactly where he'll go. Freiburg will arrive back towards the B site on time. He will get the trade kill at least onto one of them. Mertz finds the other trade and we're back into a 3v3. An equilibrium is again established.
BlameF and S Attack both had grenades out as they were peeked by Logan. That was just so unfortunate with the timing. They're not even, I suppose in a way it was communication though. One of them should have had their gun out.
Stavin knows. Oh my god, what a shot from Haji. Just looks up towards the window, Mitch, and takes his head off.
And actually, with a Molotov down on B, they decide they don't even want to push it. Next 3DMAX side, that kill has changed the course of the round completely. They were about to walk into a 2-man stack on B. Now all of a sudden relocating, Mertz picks up one though. He's got the bomb site control. They've got to push into him. And he's got an AWP. He's looking for more. Will he find it though? That's the question. Maka just an inch away. Peek at the wrong moment. Jinx comes out with it. Taking the headshot on Mertz. And Freiburg stuck behind the smoke. Can't do anything about this bomb plant.
Well, Freiburg dropped to 5 HP. Haji just turned this one around as they went back into the site. Great stuff from him. That one shot up towards the window might have just done it. Freiburg, 5 HP. Finds the head of Jinx though. And that's into a 1v1. Mack inside of the pit. The AWP is there. Freiburg has no idea. He's making so much noise. Macca not peeking. Eventually he will. And Freiburg's not even on the bomb. He will eventually go back to it. And this time Macca expects the stick. Surely he'll peek beyond this. And Freiburg is found. He doesn't check the pit. Doesn't think it's a possibility, and it will be Maka taking the kill. It's 5 for ex-3DMAX, and that is perfect from Haji. That little kill up towards the window has opened them up with a great opportunity to have a good run on the T side here.
Still though, it's not going to see a free round in the back of it. Like we said, Heroic have that buffer to deal with, or to work with rather. Rifles coming out in AWP, full util. It's blue skies ahead for Heroic if they can manage to find this one. 3DMAX would possibly decide to take the eco even with the loss bonus built up so that they could fight for a 6th. As Mertz opens it up on the Haji, things become more likely that we're going to see ex-3DMAX faced with the decision of an eco or a low util.
Oh my god, Stavin.
Dear God.
Stavin's got another one. It's a triple from Stavin. He's doing it all. He's holding on to the A-bomb site on his own. Maka left into a 1v4. Why has this crumbled so badly for 3DMAX? Maka on his own. He's finally finished off by Esatag. And that's what the young blood in the form of Stavin can do for you. You know, he's kind of angry that he lost that headshot battle against Hachi in second mid. And he wanted to prove them wrong here again. Holding that A-bomb site on his own. 3 kills coming through. And that's exactly what you want if you're Heroic. Adding a star like Stavin into your team, an up-and-coming Danish player from ex-Fragsters, you bring him into the roster. That is exactly what he can do for you. Great signs of life from the youngster.
Sadly though, no signs of life from ex-3DMAX. The problem here. Just going to be torn apart in this round. Stavin just wants to get in there, wants to get his teeth into this terrorist side. Pushing on down, peeking at the window. And tearing that whole T side apart, making sure the bomb goes down, but not in the bomb site. In the middle of second mid. Logan creeping up through the terrorist side apartments with CZ in hand. He picks up one. That's the ever-aggressive Stavin eliminated. But Mertz is there with a wallbang headshot on the USB to close the round. And here it is. ex-3DMAX decided in the previous round to take the sort of anticipated decision of an eco to allow them to get the full buy with util and AKs out right here to fight for the 6th round. It wouldn't be a bad scoreline for them all in all. It would put things over to a pretty even situation, but considering ex-3DMAX like the CT side, I'd be willing to say 6 rounds is going to be enough for them. They still need to find it though.
Molotov going towards the top of Banana. It's replied as well. And it's going to be a kill. Logan actually killing himself in his Molotov gives the advantage on over to Heroic. Maka going to drop himself to 34. Tessitag finishing him off, stabbing with a kill as well, and this is all falling apart again. Looks to be a 10-5 half coming through. Haji and David P. I bet they're just questioning what the hell just happened. How are my whole teammates all dead? Where are my team? David P will at least get one consolation frag, but it has to be a 2 versus 4 Mitch. At least there's time. At least there's that on their side.
Sounded like an imitation of you in a matchmaking game. How are my team all dead? Where's my team?
It literally is.
Oh, here we go. David in the apartment. Oh no, they've walked past him. He's gonna sneak by. Sneaky beaky like coming through the apartments with the bomb. It's very hard to catch an angle on the Mertz though. As Mertz actually goes around towards middle, he's not going to find any kills from this position. We're going to sneak down and get the bomb plant, but you know, usually this would be great because of the money. It's not necessarily a thing though. Money won't matter at all to him. He's trying to catch anybody out, but they've all left the A bomb site. This is so unfortunate for David P. He's got the perfect flank, and they're actually clearing Banana. They've now got to clear. They know it's going to be an A hit. Bomb down confirms their suspicions, but with 4 HP, he has to fend off 4 opponents. This is hardly fair.
No, Mitch, it's not. Mertz just takes his head off with the Tech 9. The half will end 10-5. And I think Heroic will be very happy with that. Getting double figures on the CT side could have probably been a little bit more. You know, if they didn't lose some runs, they could have went either way. It definitely could have been a very one-sided half coming in from Heroic. But we're not strangers of seeing 10-5 halves from Inferno coming in from the CT side. And you have given a lot of praise to the CT side of 3DMAX. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in play. They're going to have to get a good start though, and if they don't win the pistol, I think it might be a little bit of a difficult challenge moving into the second half.
Yeah, you could say it'll be a difficult challenge for sure. I mean, the pistol's pretty much a win condition for ex-3DMAX at this point. If they fail to find it, then we start to get very scared for them because although the CT side can easily find those 10 rounds, you got to remember they're already 1-0 down in the series, and the snowball effect starts to really come into play when losing the map means losing the whole best-of-3 series. And not what we want to see happening for this mostly French squad. Starting it out on the pistol round with 2 nades again in play, not deploying them towards Banana as they've been spotted coming up in the middle. Fortunately, the information doesn't do ex-3DMAX much good, as you can't use information to dodge bullets. Maka taken down, so too is Jinx without a single casualty. Heroic have got the A bomb site and a bomb plant. And although the retake is possible, there's no kit in play and 2 players have no armor.
Bomb taking away ex-3DMAX. Only getting rotated in from Banana Nana, so looks like they're going to save on the pistol. Hang on to the utility. There's still plenty of it, of course. So smoke flash, smoke flash and a nade, should I say, on David P and both Logan. So and Kevlar obviously on Haji. So it's worth saving this. I'm just going to save on the pistol. We don't see it too often, but it's definitely viable. But that's a grit tap. At least that was only the Kevlar. The utility is still there. David P and Logan, they can use that into the next round to see if they can find anything here. But can assist them. But DVP's gone for the Kevlar. He'll just invest everything at this point, upgrade his pistol as well. Probably see a force coming across the board from 3DMAX. The Deagles are there as well. They really want to try and win this one, Mitch. And if they end up doing that, that gives them a window of opportunity to stop Heroic getting a good start build up on the T side. Because we've seen Heroic are very good at sort of starting that snowball and rolling it up until it's a snowman. A perfect snowman with a carrot and the little top hat and the scarf and sticks for arms.
I wish I knew the name of the League of Legends character that does that. His ability is to roll a snowball, but
don't mention that game. We're on a CS broadcast, Mitch.
That's what I'm saying. I only know about good games, so I can't help you out with that. We're on Heroic 11 rounds on the board. Obviously, great economy for them. They've got the rifles and their Mac-10, their money maker on Freiburg. Has been a little bit quiet in the previous map, but certainly starting to let his voice be heard here. And the voice and the sound of the impact of his bullets, which hopefully we'll be hearing a little bit more of as he pushes towards the B-bomb site with the Mac-10. Doesn't spot anybody out in Banana, but they've made presence. They've baited out a bit of utility. 3DMAX, of course, fully forced into this round. This is an important one for them, because if they lose this, then it's 13 rounds for Heroic by the time that the CT side eventually gets some rifles into their hands. Let's see if they can get some rifles into their hands a little bit earlier than that, though, as Jinx, with a 5-7 up close, is yet to peek. They haven't spotted him out. They have no idea that he's right next to them. Sadly, the Mac of the player that's there for him doesn't have utility to support and flash him in, so he has to just go for the raw peek. Blame F is holding the angle and very much ready for it to happen as Heroic take full long control and start to swing around behind the CT side. That arm is spotted. That's enough to make Jinx into a peek. Blame F, though, gains the advantage by getting the information, and although he falls, his teammates instantly get the trades. The bomb to be planted with a man advantage for Heroic. And now they can post up on the long-range angles. ex-3DMAX decide, yeah, don't really favor that situation. Let's go for another save, as we'll have nothing to work with for the next round if we all die. And at least then we have 3 pistols and a bit of utility to try and make something happen for round number 18. This will be a 12-4 Heroic guaranteed, and with 4 players carried forward and Freiburg saving over the AK-47, this round has done very little in the way of denting their economy. The bomb plant victory and, only utility reinvestment for the next round, essentially, outside of Blame F, who I imagine will probably just take something like a Mac-10 anyways.
So the Danes are really racking up the score, starting to look very good for them, in prime position to perhaps end the series. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are currently on the second map of the second semi-final of the day. Heroic looking to try and take the series 2-0. They are currently 1 map up, coming in from Nuke at a 16-9 victory. This is the pick of the 3DMAX team, one that they should feel a bit more at home on, a bit more comfortable. Heavy pistols spiced about the team here, mostly French side, as they start to make their way up towards Banana. Heroic look to take early control there. Molotov goes on the other end of the half wall. Grenade follows up behind it. Blow out the sandbags and make sure that it's completely empty. And once they realize Banana control is theirs, they eventually can commit in towards the B site. Still, 1 back towards the coffins, 1 in towards oranges. It's going to be a nice crossfire here for 3DMAX. It should be at least good for a kill. We know that there is presence here. They'll toss a smoke that will prevent the vision and prevent Mertz from really walking through and getting that opening pick. So 3DMAX just sitting passive and waiting across the map.
It's the patient play, but is it going to be the right one? Heroic gathering their forces towards the B-bomb site. Not really getting a whole lot of info. They're trying to bait out some players towards top middle. Stavin was trying to spot anybody but couldn't, and now the push ensues. I think I actually heard that Stavin's name is pronounced Stown. I mean, Bach told me that. We'll figure that out another time. By the looks of it, we'll have to figure it out by the finals, because Heroic, coming over towards the A-bomb site, there's only 1 obstacle in their way now. That is going to be Maka, and that was Maka. Maka's gone. He ain't with us anymore. Surprising that they leave the AK on Stavin to actually hold B. Now that he falls, that's an AK picked up. I would have left the Galil of Esatag. At least then it's not such a strong weapon that they carry forward, and it's going to be equally as useful against opponents that, for the most part, have no head armor. At least you'd expect to have no head armor. But anyways, that's an AK picked up now. David P's going to be happy with that, reaping a reward from the round. And Heroic can't really afford to hunt too aggressively. Even though their economy might allow them to take a couple more hits, you've also got to take into consideration if they do lose another rifle. For example, to Haji and Banana, if Freiburg was to fall, well then that's 2 AKs potentially saved over. But they're grouping up on David P, who might not be long for this world. Great flashbang. He can't see anything. And as the flashbang eventually fades, he realizes he's dead. Which is suboptimal.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? We get 13-5. You have to remember, Mitch. On Nuke, Heroic were looking very dominant, and then there was a little bit of a comeback attempt from 3DMAX, but automatically expected 3DMAX to perform slightly better on. They're kind of looking worse. I mean, you have to consider that even the runs that they've won, Mitch, you have to also realize how close they were. They could have went to Heroic, and so there's been 1 or 2 runs I would probably say that 3DMAX have won cleanly or convincingly, and so Heroic could have even ended this game already. This has definitely been a dominant performance from the Danes. They are looking in control, but Maka will try and start things off well for his team. Picking up Betsitag early here. Heroic have to fight on the back foot. Maka with another kill, this time on a Stavin. It'll be a 2-man advantage for 3DMAX.
Decent damage done by Logan, but as he bails out, he was in danger of being caught. Luckily, they don't go through the smoke on time. So they get away with a 2-man advantage on the CT side. A loss in this round would just be a final nail in the coffin, really, for ex-3DMAX. They have no real utility to use up as the push comes towards B. Haji's the only player there that has utility. The team in general has none, but it's only a flashbang for Haji. Then P comes in, pops the flash himself, actually. That allows Haji to go for a peek. He only lands 1 on the back of it. Flame F takes down Haji. There goes Logan as well to the same man. And it's a 2v2 all of a sudden. Both CTs in Banana trying to creep forward. This round has been turned on its head. And Heroic, who are already ahead by a staggering margin, might just walk away with another round. Blame F's in trouble though. AWP on Maka takes him down. And it's all on Mertz. He's got to pull off a 1v2 from the back of the bomb site. They're cautious of this angle. It's the most commonly checked and held angle for a terrorist defending the bomb site. And they take him down. A 6th round of the board for ex-3DMAX and Ditko. You might be interested to know. DanX1201 in chat let us know that Nunu is the character in League of Legends that rolls a snowball. There you go.
Wow.
I think Busker turns into one. I've been semi-googling.
Well,
Tudor Razvan. There you go. So that's Major Day, Dingo, hasn't it?
well, I don't really care. So, but I guess some person in the chat probably will find that interesting, Mitch. We reach round number 20. This is going to be ex-3DMAX picking themselves up a bit of a better buy here. It is going to be an AK in the hands of Jinx, all gone David P, MP9 for Logan, and over on Heroic it'll be Freiburg picking himself up an AK-47. Rest of the team going to be purchasing up all that you'd expect, as Mertz will come in with the op as well. Full buy for Heroic. They will keep on buying, and this might be their last sort of stand if they end up losing this one, which is kind of unlikely on paper if you look at what 3DMAX have brought to the table. Although, Mitch, we're going to get to see that auto shotgun in play on David P. You were kind of talking about that earlier on Nuke, what we can expect to see from him, so hopefully he brings that to play again.
Well, this has been the most hyped up part of the entirety of this series. We want to see David P with the auto shotgun on Inferno. We get that delivered to our doorstep. David starts out over towards the B bomb site, but decides instead he's going to go back to his home ground, his home turf, presumably bringing that auto towards apartments. But Heroic, I mean, it's an early gamble from ex-3DMAX because Heroic haven't yet decided where they're going to take things. They've, of course, got the advantage in this round on hardware and utility. ex-3DMAX late on don't have a whole lot to work with for most players, and indeed they're behind with an auto shotgun and an MP9. Haji at least manages to open it up onto Freiburg and give them an advantage to work with. Pretty much scraps all the points I was making, because a one-man advantage, even if it's a guy with an MP9 or running around, it's better than nothing, and especially in Banana with a smoke coming in that's going to close in the distance. or Logan if they do decide to push, although most... They are deciding to push. Okay, I thought they were going to use that smoke to just cross towards top middle. Instead, they're actually creeping up to it, which is very dangerous considering they know there's an MP9 there, but there's two of them. Three of them, rather. Two to support the first peeking player, and they're only going to be against Logan for now. Rotations coming in pretty quickly as a couple of steps were heard, which I think was a bit of a mistake. Utility should have went out first. Logan now has support. Haji going to push through the smoke and help out with the kill. There's a second.
Also, this is not looking good. Let's look at the second. Time is so low. He's going to look back. Tries to hit through the smoke, but he's got to commit to the bomb plan. At least get that money for your team. But David P comes around the corner, picks himself up a kill with the auto shotgun, and they'll upgrade that swiftly to the AK-47. It is the double up setup in play for ex-3DMAX. They'll carry those on Logan and Maka. And it will be purchases all across the board. Over on Heroic, finally, they'll have to not buy. They could go for an upgraded pistol here. And a little bit of utility and hope they can swing something at 3DMAX to keep their economy modest moving into the next one. Because 3DMAX have gone for the heavy investment. The two ops do cost a lot of money, obviously. So that is definitely going to be a bit of a problem. And if they end up losing this one, their money will be back to square one, essentially. So Heroic... This could be a good opportunity for them to try and make it easier for themselves moving forward.
Down on long, they push through it, lands to a slaughter. As David P picks up 4, he doesn't get the ace. It's stolen by Stavin. He takes him down and pushes us 1 versus 4. Still a very, very strong position for ex-3DMAX. 1 rifle dropped isn't going to be too much of a worry for them, but there is a deagle in play. And by God, we've seen what this young talent can do with it in the past. Creeping out, there's Jinx already going to be eliminated. Looking for more, he finds a second on Maka. He's even taken down Haji. What? He's got a piece of armor and a deagle, and he's all of a sudden in a 1v1. Bomb control is all his. Logan's got an op, so he's coming in with a USP out. And Stavin's going into the game.
Oh my God!
Aces it, what?
Why has he done that? Stabbing just...
censor myself! My God, Dinko!
Out of nowhere. Literally, just a pistol and armor and Stavin pulls off 5 kills. That's incredible. Stavin bringing Heroic to round number 14. And ex-3DMAX are going to be so deflated after that one. Their money is in the bin. The auto shotguns being picked up on Haji, David P, AWP there for Maka. It's definitely big problem time for the CTs, and Heroic are going to be rejuvenated after that play from the youngster that's been added to Heroic.
Well, I'm glad there's a pause in, because I need that. That wasn't a T-side pause, that was a Mitch pause, just so I can calm down a little bit. What did I just witness?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad. I didn't doubt it. I said, you know, stab him with a deagle. I didn't want to count him out. Thank God for that. That's the kind of moment where sometimes you say, yeah, pretty much no chance in the round, and then you just get slapped across the face by a play like that. Whew, okay, well, let's all calm down a little bit. 14-7. Ex-3DMAX are going to be beyond tilted. You imagine what it feels like to be the guy that's dead, watching your teammates peek a deagle 1 by 1 and just get torn apart. AK picked up, bang, another kill, off picked up. You got a kill with every weapon that was in play, bar an M4. Every T-side weapon that was available to him, except for Glock, you got a kill. Exactly, yeah. 3 kills with a deagle, then pick up an AK, then pick up an op. Why not? Maka with the op at least opens it up on the Mertz, a man advantage for ex-3DMAX, but apparently even a 4-man advantage can be thrown away.
Well, advantage for 3DMAX. This would be an answer that they would be very happy to give. Round win against Heroic after that clutch from Stavin would definitely be a good way of getting your head back into the game, as Stavin has just blown them out of the water. Only Maka getting another kill. Stavin tries to run up towards Jinx, and Maka doing all the work here for 3DMAX. The only reason they even stand a chance here in round number 22, they've lost Mertz and Esatog on Heroic. What's the answer from them? They haven't really given one just yet. Maka has rotated over towards Archway. Stavin, he's close by. Imagine if Stavin does that again. Imagine if he's the linchpin. Heroic, he's already carrying them. 24 kills, top of the scoreboard. Gonna start to flank up on the library, and Maka is scoping in on the site. He's going to know that he's there. Stavin's in behind him. There's the headshot. Maka dropped. And now the push comes in. It's Stavin with another kill. Stavin pulls it right back into a 3v3. One player left. It's David P in the pit. That's the big problem here for Heroic. The only problem, he's got the auto shotgun. He's letting the time run low. They have not checked him. David P is still here. Bomb getting planted. It will be planted, but David P's close. BlimmF in the corner. Freiburg up on the left. They spotted David P. He's dealt with. It's now on Haji and Logan to come back into the site. And this is looking so shaky. ex-3DMAX trying to get it done. It's all on Logan. Stavin continues to fight. 3 kills in this run. 5 in the last. You can't stop him. He's going huge.
On the save, going in, definitely can't stop this round for Heroic. 15 on the board. Stavin is just such an incredible young talent. 27 kills on the board, and my god, the 1DXs he's been winning. And just the multi-kills in general. Unstoppable. 139 ADR. If you could check his ADR for the last 10 rounds, I would say it would just be phenomenal. One round. Oh, one more round for Heroic. I mean, it's hard to find anything for ex-3DMAX at this point that looks like a positive. It's their CT side, but come on. 8 rounds in a row against Heroic that are on form like this. They're starting it off with such a just terrible buy. I don't know, Dinko, is there anything, any upside you can think of?
Well, probably not. I think Stavin has definitely gotten bored of the series. He wants this to end. Got himself another kill. It's an opening into probably the last round of the half, or the game, of the series. As they keep moving forward. Mertz has got the AWP. Finds himself a Logan with a flash assist from BlimmF. It's going to be Haji, David P, and Jinx. They rotate over towards the B-bomb site. Already over there is Freiburg. He will try and get that bomb planted with the rest of his teammates. I think it will happen. The only player close by is Haji on the B side. He's got to wait on his teammates coming over. Obviously, they have to go for this. But this looks to be the final nail in the coffin. It's quite the way to plant the bomb on the coffin. Haji's going to take damage from the Molotov. They now know that he's close. He's going to run on in, blinded completely towards the back of the site. He's gone past 2. Oh my god, Haji! He's going to get himself a double kill. Finished off by Essetag. And Stavin definitely needs to be the man to close that up. Another triple kill. He was only 1 away from the 30 bomb, but that was a massive performance from him. The youngster being added to Heroic sees them through on the series. They move through to the finals where they'll face against Force Esports.
Indeed they will, and I'm looking forward to that match. My god, Heroic are on fire right now. And coming into the next series, the finals, which of course is going to be taking place tomorrow, they're definitely the team that I'd be keeping an eye on. I like Force quite a lot, but you can't argue with that. Just the individuality coming through from players like Stavin, alongside the team play that's already there. Like, they've got the foundations of a good team, and then the individuality just smacks them out of the park on a whole new level.
Yeah, it was an incredible performance from Heroic. I'd said they looked solid throughout the entire tournament, and they have definitely shown great form here up against ex-3DMAX. Obviously, they were the high seed coming into the tournament, and they ended up dropping like flies as Heroic take the series 2-0. They'll move on to the grand final where they'll face off against Force Esports, and I'm looking forward to that one. You'll be joining me, Mitch, so that'll be an exciting prospect. We're going to go to a end screen, and I think I'll see you guys tomorrow because that final is going to be sick.
CSBet.GG guarantees to show the actual drop rate with precision to the hundredths. Find the best skins only in cases at CSBet.GG.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to CS.Money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.